Andrew Tate is eating T-bones, drinking insane amounts of coffee, and smoking cigars all day. You look at his body, and even his body after prison, and think, I need to do the same, but I don't have the money for 3 cigars, 15 coffees, and 1 kilograms of steak per day. Well, this video is for you if you want to increase your testosterone levels and muscle mass like Andrew Tate, but on a budget, because you're not yet widely successful like Andrew. I will let you know the healthy things he included in his diet 10 years ago, when he wasn't as wealthy but still managed to become a 4-time world kickboxing champion. I will also let you know the budget-friendly and expensive things Andrew has in his diet right now, including this drink that you see everywhere in his house. And for the expensive options, I will let you know the budget-friendly alternatives that are even healthier for you. Because not everything Andrew consumes is good for your testosterone levels, as you can see. So after watching this video, you know all the healthy foods and drinks that you can include in your diet today to get a body like Andrew while saving most of your money. Because this is a budget edition, cigars are not included in the list. But if you wonder if they increase testosterone levels, well, maybe, or maybe not. There's not a lot of research done, unfortunately. I'm very curious about this as well. And the fact that Andrew has high testosterone levels doesn't have anything to do with his smoking habit. Because the real reason why Andrew's testosterone levels are so high is because of his gel. Now let's talk about onions first.
When I was fighting, my kickboxing coach, who's Bosnian, every time we'd finish training, he'd make me eat loads of onion and garlic. And I said, why? And he said, my mother made me do it, you have to do it. Another guy I met in Morocco, he was living up in the mountains, and he had his own traditional versions of things. His version of recovery was 2 raw onions to eat in my house. So I used to see all these crazy big dudes eating onions all the time. I started, and there's a massive tangible difference. I eat 3 to 4 raw onions a day.
Massive difference. Well, studies have shown that onions indeed increase testosterone levels. But if you think you're smart and eat chewing gum to remove the bad smell, then you are warned, because chewing gum could decrease testosterone levels, especially if you eat a lot of it, of course. Before we continue with the foods, let's listen to one of the most valuable habits you can implement. You should implement.
I don't eat more to get bigger. 1 meal a day is good. I like being hungry most of the day. It keeps my brain firing. When you're hungry, you're on. When you're full, you're not. I feel better when I'm hungry.
1 meal per day keeps the doctor away. Eating 1, maximum 2 meals per day and starting eating as late as possible in the day is one of the most high impact habits that you can implement. And it's something I recommend to anyone. I consider it part of the 80-20 rule. Now going back to nutrition, let's listen to Andrew's favorite meal.
We invented a dish that was so bland, we called it flavor, because it was the only way you could add flavor to the dish. And it was white rice, frozen peas, kidney beans. Kidney beans have more protein per 100 grams than minced beef. I found out when I was broke, walking the aisles of the grocery store, trying to find the cheapest protein money can buy. Add a little bit of meat, minced beef, and if I was really rich, I'd have hot sauce. So for a good 3-year period of my life, I lived on this. We cook it twice a week.
Twice a week. While frozen peas contain around 8 grams of protein per 100 grams and are proven to increase testosterone levels as well, which is interesting. I didn't know that. Kidney beans contain zinc and vitamin D, which increase testosterone levels as well. And this is really interesting. On the surface, it even seems better than beef in all aspects. When I looked closer, though, the body can absorb and use much more of the protein in beef. But still, these beans are one of the best protein sources low budgets can buy. When it comes to white rice, I would really skip this in your diet because it contains a lot of carbs.
when you're eating only meat, two things changed. First thing that changed is I started losing body fat. And secondly is the way I feel is completely different. You ever had those days your brain feels like it's foggy, you're not thinking clearly, you're not sharp, you know? That's all carbohydrates. When you remove carbohydrates, all of that goes away. I feel so much better, so much more energetic, stronger,
All carbohydrates. So try to stick to the carnivore or keto diet. I'm on keto diet for 2 years already, and I love it. It's great. The main difference between the two is that the carnivore diet sticks to only foods from the animal kingdom, while the keto diet also includes plant-based foods like nuts, which are extremely healthy for you.
But you're running on caffeine and nicotine.
Running on caffeine and nicotine. Now, not a lot of negatives to find about caffeine, apart from the one you already know, probably, which is sleep disruption if you consume it too close before bedtime. But when it comes to nicotine, you should be more careful, especially when choosing the delivery device.
Nicotine is an amazing nootropic.
Love.
But the delivery device will kill you. Vaping's not good for you. Smoking's not good for you. Dipping's not good for you. Snuffing's not good for you. In Scandinavia, they use the little Zyn pouches.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not going to push nicotine on people, but the reason I take alpha GPC to work every once in a while is because it stimulates nicotine release and you can focus like a laser. And I don't need it, but I do enjoy it every once in a while. And it's safe-ish for me. You know, obviously people have to decide what's safe for them.
Well, these Zyn pouches aren't budget friendly, so I won't include them, as you can see. But supplements like the one Huberman mentions, Alpha GPC, is much more affordable and it will set you back around $25 per month. Let's listen to what Alex Ramosi has to say about nicotine and his delivery device. Because if you didn't know already, he's using it too. Secret of the rich? Who knows?
What has your experience been like with smart drugs, nootropics?
I'm chewing Nicorette right now. I'm definitely a stimulants guy. Trevor wrote me like a stimulant cycle when I was like in this period of time where I was like, I have to work so much. He taught me the concept of rotating stimulants. I chew Nicorette when I feel like it. Promotes short-term memory, decreases appetite, increases energy, has a 30-minute half-life, like prevents Alzheimer's. I'm like, I'm in. You know what I mean? Like, sign me up.
Sign me up. Well, if you take 1 or 2 per day of these Nicorette gums, it will set you back around $10 per month, which is quite affordable. But here comes my personal favorite and also affordable hack to increase and skyrocket your focus in the mornings.
Yerba mate has some interesting properties. First of all, it contains caffeine. It's also high in antioxidants. Has also been shown to be neuroprotective specifically for dopaminergic neurons.
It's my replacement for coffee and it's even healthier. It will cost you around $10 to $20 per month, depending on how much tea you use. For me, I use a lot more tea, so I'm definitely on the higher range there. But still very affordable, especially when you compare it to coffee. And it comes from Argentina, and it's widely used amongst top athletes like Messi, Suarez, and even Ronaldo. All I can say is, you need to try it out. Just buy the tea. The cup, it's called a bombilla, but you can also drink it from a normal cup, of course. And buy the straw, a special straw for it online. And just drink it for 1 month. And trust me, I'm very confident you will not go back to coffee after that. It's that good. Now going back to beef, if you don't have enough money to eat steak every day, then of course get your proteins from the other sources, for example the peas. And supplement the creatine you find in steak.
Things like creatine, not just for, we think creatine muscles, and indeed it brings water into the muscles and make you stronger. Most of the data, clinical data on creatine are to enhance forebrain function.
It's a nootropic.
It's a nootropic, it's post-concussion, post-surgery, postpartum depression, headache. I mean...
Interesting, I didn't know all those things. I had the same, I thought it was just good for training. As you can hear, it has a lot of benefits, and it will cost you around $7 per month. Now, when it comes to alcohol, you may like to go out sometimes and drink, like Andrew did before.
All we did was booze.
Before you reverted, all we did was booze, yeah.
And I was in a fantastic shape. And I truthfully, after 9 months sober, don't feel any better than I felt when I was drinking 25 gin and tonics a day.
I feel in great shape now.
Maybe some men are just made of something else, but I could drink 25 gin and tonics a day, train like an animal, and stay in fantastic shape and do fine.
Well, it's interesting that Andrew says this, but it's not surprising because it's really hard to know, like to notice a difference if change happens gradually over a period of 9 months. But I'm sure if you could teleport 9 months ago to now and feel how his body changed, I'm sure you would felt the difference immediately. Because alcohol has little positives on the body and mind. And with this video coming to an end, here are the main takeaways. You can't get away with smoking shisha, eating fries, and drinking alcohol. But if you want the body from Andrew, you can't skip training and getting your reps in. And you can't skip your proteins. So keep training, keep eating protein. And remember, start living your life like it is a documentary. Because it is. Someone is just not filming you yet. See you on the next one.